Good morning, students. Today I will continue with your lesson 3. Yesterday I have Good morning, students. Today I will continue with the third lesson of your English grammar, phrases and clauses. Yesterday I have explained you about phrases and its kinds. Today I will revise what is phrase and then I will explain about the clauses. Phrase. A phrase is a group of words that makes sense but does not give complete meaning. For examples, in the morning, with great courage, all the same. All these are said to be phrases as it is incomplete. It is not a complete sentence. Clear? Yesterday I have explained about the phrases and its kinds. Now come to the clause. A clause is a group of words. A clause is a group of words which contain a subject and a predicate of their own. It means a clause is a group of words which have subject and predicate both parts. Clear? A clause may be part of a sentence or exist by itself as an independent sentence. It means it can also be a complete sentence itself. As an example, see the sentence. I don't know who was here yesterday that you are looking for. I am looking for something. All these are clauses, but it can make its complete sense itself. Like I don't know who was here yesterday that you are looking for. I am looking for something. These all sentences have complete meaning. Clear? All these clauses will make better sense when they are added to another clause or phrase. See that the first, I don't know. When I write I don't know what made him mad. Then it become complete sentence. Clear? Now come to the second. The clause is who was here yesterday. Now I will make it complete sentence. The man who was here yesterday. It is a clause. Here I don't know is the clause. Has met with an accident. It means they make better sense when added to the another clause or phrase. Now come to the third. The third clause is that you are looking for. Clear? And when it is added to the another phrase or clause, it will become a sentence. Is this the dog that you were looking for? Question mark. Now come to the fourth sentence. That you were looking for is a clause. Come to the fourth sentence. I am looking for something. It is the clause. Clear? Now make it complete sentence. I am looking for something close, that is cheap, but rare. See, all will make better sense. Clear? See, all will make better sense when is added with another phrase or clause. Clear? Now, come to the kinds of clauses. Clear? Clauses are of two types. Number one, main clause. It is also said to be independent clause because it is independent. And second is subordinate clause, means it is dependent. It is also said to be dependent clause because it depends on other subject. Independent clause is the one which gives complete meaning even when it is separated from the sentence. Now look at the examples. I have a dog that can swim. I have a dog has complete meaning itself. Okay. Second example is, can you imagine what I want? Can you imagine itself has a complete meaning. Clear? In the colored words are independent clause. The colored words are independent clauses. They can make complete sense even if they are separated from the sentences. Clear? Now come to the dependent clause. Dependent clause is the one which cannot make complete sense when separated from the sentence. It gives sense only when accompanied by an independent clause. Clear? Now look at the examples. I can't guess why he left. Why he left depends on I can't guess. Why he left cannot make complete meaning, complete sense. They will be happy if you invite them. If you invite them is not complete. It is completed only if added to the they will be happy. So the colored words are dependent clauses. Dependent clauses. They cannot make complete sense if they are separated from the sentence. Clear? In this way, I have explained you about the two types of clauses, that is main clause or independent clause, subordinate clause or dependent clause. Clear? Thank you, students.